Instanda is a fully digital policy administration platform that allows clients across the general insurance and life and health space to build insurance products, distribute to multiple audiences, and maintain them through the complete insurance lifecycle. With its unique and flexible user interface, insurers can design, rate, underwrite, quote, bind, issue, and service policies for customers, agents, brokers, and wholesalers. Next on stage, Instanda.
Hello, DIA Amsterdam. It's great to be here, and Instanda's feeling $45 million richer after its Series B announcement raise last week that hopefully some of you were able to see. I'm Will Wood. I lead the Life and Health division for Instanda, and with me on stage is Gary Gono, who's the head of solutions at Instanda. So Instanda's a no-code SaaS platform. It's product and channel agnostic, and it works across the insurance lifecycle. It was born out of the frustration of two IT directors in the insurance industry, and were frustrated by speed to market and change agility. So Tim Hardcastle and Derek Hill embarked on changing the industry back in 2012. Today, Instanda works with MGAs and insurers of all sizes globally. It offers re-platforming capability, as well as working with those that are looking at taking new products into market and looking at new distribution channels. The product's modularized, so as you'll see with Gary's demo shortly, it's got calculations and questions and reports and documentation and claims, a whole host of features that can be used. And I can attest to the change agility and speed that the Instanda platform brings to the market after spending time at Aviva and embedding the platform into the Aviva infrastructure. So, to the demo. So Gary's going to run through Instanda's group capability that was enriched in 2021. It's just one part of the Instanda capability. He's going to show part of the group administration, some of the member claims ability and the agent capability. And then he'll give a quick run through of some of the features that I alluded to in this talk. So over to you, Gary.
Thanks, Will. So I'm sure you've seen enough quote and bind platforms, and you will see a lot over the next few days. So I won't run you through the quote and bind within Instanda. So what you're seeing right there on screen is a dashboard you'd have for a call center agent, or an underwriter, or a broker, or whichever kind of agent you want to be able to service your customers. So they can get a group quote for group insurance if they want. So that's, for an example, a company buying health insurance for their customers. The dashboard is completely configurable. All the look and feel is completely configurable within Instanda. And all of the portals come out of the box just for you to configure. You can embed things like dashboards for your data, connecting to our database interface that would provide for you to be able to use. And you can have things like retrieving quotes for the agent to be able to see what's going on the platform. So if I just type in an email address such as this, because I know I've bought a policy for this, what you'll see is you've got the search capability, and what it will do is it will bring up the list of policies that have been bought under that email address. And as an agent, you're able to view that. You can see what capability you'll be able to do. So for this particular group policy, I can upload more members. I can do things like MTAs. I can renew. I can view the online payments that have been made on this, and I can make claims as well. So it's not just about quote and bind. It's also about that capability of servicing the policy from end to end. And once a policy has been bought, what you'll see here is this is my group admin policy. So for each group, there will be an administrator who's able to service that policy on behalf of the rest of the company. So you can see they can see a lot of documentation, they can see a lot of breakdown on the cover that they've purchased, and if you wanted to, you can allow them to do midterm changes and everything else. And switching over, you can see you've got the members as well. So if you were a member of the organization, that's got the policy. You also get your own portal, and these portals come out of the box and you style them to look however you want them to look to match your branding. And you can see that this portal has got a lot less information because as a member, I just care about my own protection. So I know what you're probably thinking. How do you bring all of this together without writing any code? So within Instanda, what we've got is a key concept of packages and sites. And Instanda was specifically built for insurance. So it's not just no code for generic services, it's no code specifically to sell insurance products and service them. So the two key concepts being packages and sites. Sites is where you configure all that wonderful look and feel we saw for all the portals that the Instanda generates. And then the packages are where you create the actual insurance product. So as an example, if you wanted to create a group package, you just go to create and manage packages, and then you can create a new package. You can create a group package, or you can just create a standard insurance package. So we're insurance agnostic. If you're thinking, I've got a pet insurance business that I want to build, or I've got marine, or I've got life and health insurance group policies I want to sell, you can do that within Instanda. And as you can see, a lot of the configuration is just a click of a button. And within packages, you've got things such as this is where you configure your question types. This is where you configure the calculations, the ratings you want to do, the business rules you want to put on. And you've got key concepts like out-of-sequence MTAs or endorsements, depending which side of the Atlantic you're from. And you've got things like documents and emails that you can run through. So if I just very quickly look through how you would create a question in a no-code manner. So you just go to the type of question you want to create on the package you want. And then as soon as you hit create question, you've got a range of different question types you can create. So if you just wanted to ask a simple question, you can just have a text. If you wanted to give them a choice, you can have all of that. So running through, if I have a very quick look at a choice question, just to see what you can see, it will be absolutely no code, and it will just be a form for you to fill in. So you've got your question text, you can give it variable names for you to have access to it, and everything else, and you just save the question, and that's it. And then what you can then do is similar on the calculations as well. It's just a matter of choosing the type of calculation you want to create. And it's very similar to creating calculations within Excel. And then you've got your API call-out step as well. So if you wanted to enrich data from different sources, so we've got Dun & Bradstreet around somewhere, if you wanted to call out to them or any of the other services, you can do that. If you wanted to call out to your own rating engine as well, you could do that if you've already built that from somewhere else. And you can do that without writing any code. And then whilst you're building all of that within Instanda, what you then also have is Instanda is dynamically creating an API for you. So if you're thinking about doing embedded insurance, you've got the API being generated for you to rate quotes, for you to bind the quotes, for you to do whatever you can do from a policy admin perspective via the API. And then you've got the database interface that would provide as well. And that's what you can connect to things like your dashboards for you to be able to create the data views that you need to. And every piece of data that you enter into the platform is available to you, because we believe that data that you use within Instanda is your data. And thank you very much for listening. And back to you, Will.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Gary. We are around today, so if you do want to look at a no-code platform, we love demoing the software. Even I can do it, which I'm sure I can pass on to Gary if I get more technical questions. But we'd love to see you, love to talk to you if you're looking for a no-code platform. Thank you very much for listening.